A $400 million lawsuit, completely wiped out in court. The names: Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds. What began as a bold legal battle has just crumbled, and the fallout is raising serious questions. How did it all go so wrong? And who's really telling the truth? Justin Baldoni, best known for directing It Ends With Us, didn't just file any lawsuit, he launched a legal missile. Alongside his company Wayfarer Studios and several of its staff, he accused Blake Lively, her husband Ryan Reynolds, and their publicist of sabotage, betrayal, and even extortion. The core of the claim? That Blake, allegedly backed by Ryan and her PR team, tried to seize creative control of the film by force. Not just through legal means, but through threats. And if Baldoni didn't surrender control, the lawsuit says they'd destroy his name in the press. But that wasn't the most shocking part. Baldoni went further, claiming that a smear campaign had been orchestrated, that a narrative was being spread, accusing him of serious misconduct toward Lively. A narrative he insists was completely false. According to the complaint, this campaign even reached the New York Times, whose December article painted a picture that Baldoni says was both misleading and devastating. Then came the ruling. Judge Louis J. Lyman didn't just push back, he shut it all down. He ruled that the supposed threats weren't illegal extortion, but instead hard bargaining that didn't break any laws. In other words, Blake's actions, whether aggressive or not, were legally protected negotiation tactics. Civil extortion? Not even close, the court said. Even the explosive defamation claims were dismissed. The court found no proof that Lively made public statements outside of her legal filings, which are protected. As for Ryan Reynolds, the publicist Leslie Sloan, and the New York Times, the judge said there was no evidence they seriously doubted what they were saying. And without that doubt, there's no defamation case to stand on. Baldoni's separate $250 million lawsuit against the Times was also thrown out. The judge ruled there was simply no evidence of malice or reckless disregard for the truth. In a case that began with fireworks, the legal system responded with silence and a closed door. Lively's legal team didn't hold back. They called the ruling a total victory and a complete vindication. In their words, the $400 million suit was nothing more than a sham, a retaliatory move to damage reputations. Their message was crystal clear. Baldoni didn't just lose, he was exposed. But even now, the door isn't completely shut. Baldoni's legal team has until June 23rd to file an amended complaint, one that focuses only on interference with contract and breach of implied covenant. It's a narrow path, but it's still a chance, and that leaves one final question hanging in the air. Blake and Ryan may have won in court, but are all the whispers gone? Or is there more to this story than the legal system was willing or able to see?